fantastic. You've got pole position.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here's the track, and it's all changed for 2023, with 4 corners removed between turns 16 and 19. It means the lap length is now just over 3 miles, and that might come as a welcome relief to the drivers, and more especially their brakes. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lightning lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Magnussen, Leclerc, Sainz, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Albon, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Ocon, Gasly, Hauger, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Joe, Hulkenberg, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Lightning. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Magnussen's just popped up with the fastest lap of the race so far. Final lap. Push, push. Oh, you are my hero! You're my hero! You've done it! All of that work has come down to this, and you are the world champion. Great stuff!
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close, and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. That's a spectacular victory, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, what a race. At the end of the day, it is all about raw pace, and our winner had it in spades today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. And this also means there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Lightning.
It's time to check